So hello there, everybody. My name is Claire Hughes. I'm the Head of Undergraduate and Partnerships for the Solent Business School here at Solent University. I thought it would be useful for me to just give you a background to the business school, as I understand that these are courses that you may be interested in coming to study with us as a top-up, so to do your final year to get your degree from Solent. So let me just share my screen. Okay, so the Solent Business School. First of all, just a bit of background about the school itself. Our business school is an excellent one. And this is why. Through this presentation, I'm going to give you lots of information about the school itself, but also hopefully building the picture of the amazing community we have here between staff and the students. Currently, we are the third in the UK for graduate business startups, and we've actually been in the top 10 for the last 5 years. So for those of you that are thinking either now or in the future, that might be something for you, then there's an amazing resource here within the course itself, but the wider university as well. We are in the top 30 in the UK in the Guardian League tables for business and marketing for the second year in a row, something we're very proud of. There's a high competition amongst business schools in the UK, and to be in the top 30 for 2 years in a row is amazing. We're also top 5 in the UK for academic support. Now that's really important because when you come to us for just 1 year, it is nerve-wracking and you're integrating yourself with a new group, but we're fantastic at supporting you. And we're very, very used to having students like yourselves coming to us for the final year. And hopefully the fact that we're top 5 in the UK will give you that confidence that we'll look after you when you're here with us. As a school, we have many professional bodies that we're associated with, and we are also a member of the Chartered Association of Business Schools, and we're one of less than 40 business schools to hold the Small Business Charter, which is a really tough accreditation to gain. We work with a variety of professional bodies, including the Chartered Institute of Marketing, so the CIM, and not to be confused with the CMI, the Chartered Management Institute too. We also work with the Association of Project Management and a range of maritime and financial professional bodies too. We really do have a real world curriculum. Now, what we mean by that is the assessments that you're working on are actually problems that businesses face, and we're enabling you to be kind of work ready in how you write and how you think about business. We do have really enthusiastic and supportive teaching staff who are there not just to teach you the knowledge, but to really ensure that you do the best that you can, but to develop you as future leaders and managers too. So I've already outlined that we're top 30 in the UK for business schools and we're top 5 for academic support, but we also have an excellent academic teaching ratings too. So we have our Silver Teaching Excellence framework, and in the QS star ratings, we receive 4 out of a maximum 5 stars for teaching, employability, internationalisation, learning environment and inclusiveness. And again, that's really important to you as students that are coming direct to us just for your final year, because that really does exemplify everything that we stand for at Solent. We're an inclusive community. We really want you to do the best that you can. And of course, as a university, internationalisation from a learning point of view is important, but also we have a large range of students from many different countries too. So I mentioned that we have real world learning, and that's not just in the academic pieces that you write, but we have a whole range of guest talks, of mentors, of big events. And here are some pictures. We really do work with the titans of industry. So here we are together, our director and head of postgraduate on the left there, standing alongside our Vice Chancellor, Karen. And also our Chancellor, Theo Pathetis. Now, some of you may recognise him from a UK programme called Dragon's Den, but actually he's an incredibly successful entrepreneur and owns multi-million-pound businesses. We're very lucky to have him as our Chancellor, and he really inputs, and here he is actually launching our business pitch where we're giving students the opportunity to actually win £10,000 for an entrepreneurial idea that they have. We also have an advisory board made up of very senior people across a whole variety of industries, from your top private organisations such as PricewaterhouseCoopers and KPMG. We've got lots of banks, HSBC and NatWest, but we also have a variety of SMEs and sustainability companies as well, which we're very proud of. Now, one thing you might be thinking about is, well, once I get that degree, what can I actually do with it? The great thing about coming to study at Solent in the areas that you're thinking of is it really does open a whole variety of doors, and graduates we've seen have gone into a whole variety of organisations, roles in the UK, but also literally all over the world. You can see here some of the logos of the places that our graduates have actually ended up working at and doing very well at, because that's the important thing for us. It's not just getting a job, it's being really super successful in it too. I list some more here as well, and you can see that we have a whole range again of marketing, of business, project management, and also from across the world, but also so many different job roles. And that's really important because each one of you will have a very different focus for your career. And our degree courses enable you to actually be really aspirational with that. And we give you support in finding those positions too through your final year. So our courses currently, which are the ones that you're interested in, we have our business management course, and we have also marketing courses as well, marketing with advertising, marketing, PR, and marketing with sport. We also have a variety of postgraduate courses, and that's really useful for you to know, because here in the UK, if you stay on with us, you just have to do 1 extra year to gain your postgraduate qualification, which I know is quite different to many European countries. And we have the Global MBA, we have project management, we have PR and marketing, and other areas across the university have a range of postgraduate study that you may be interested in. For example, we have digital and AI and maritime postgraduate studies too. As I already mentioned, we're really lucky to have such an amazing community of staff and students where we all work really closely together to innovate and work together, because after all, we're a team, and that's what it's all about in business, is working as a team to your optimal performance, and the students really play their part in that. Here on the pictures on the top right hand corner, that's where we have our induction, and we have, I said we had real world learning. It was a live brief that they had to do in the first couple of days of university and then present back to a very large international company. And some of their ideas actually did make it into their general strategy. That's not bad for your week 1 of university, is it? On the bottom left-hand side, here are some of our entrepreneurs meeting Theo, and he listened to their business pitches and gave them advice. So amazing opportunities here at Solent. As you will have probably read now from the quotes, students really love their experience. We have fantastic National Student Survey results, and regularly what comes up is, the staff are supportive. We're really given support in our employability skills as well as our qualification. And really what comes through is that community feel that we have on the course. So just to give you a little bit of background, you'll be coming on to direct entry. So it's this one over here, level 6. So you'd be studying developing the professional manager, which is where we get you to think about self-awareness of your skills that you have, skills that employers will want you to have, because it won't be long until you have to start applying for jobs and master's study. But also thinking about what does it take to be a successful leader and manager, especially in the complex world that we have at the moment. We also have sustainable strategic management, where you do a 3-day live brief, again for a large international company, where you basically strip apart their strategy and give recommendations for moving forwards. Research methods and final major project, they're 2 modules, but basically it's your dissertation. The first half of your dissertation being in semester 1 with research methods, and the second with your final major project in semester 2. And that's really flexible. and that can be around an industry that you're thinking of going into. We also have ecological economics. And that's really looking, we wrote this pre-COVID, but actually it's more than important than ever now to be thinking about the world's economy and what we want that to look like. For example, with capitalism, is it right actually that shareholders, the only purpose is to make shareholders profit? I think we're all moving away from that sort of philosophy. And it looks at those kind of things and enables the big discussions to be had around that. And then you get to choose an option choice, whether that's starting a business module, international marketing, international financial reporting and analysis, or global people and inclusive management practice, which is an HR module. I've just realised that's quite a long title, but basically it's looking at how do you manage your talent, manage succession, and also how do you generally process human resource management challenges. So I just have to pop onto a slightly different screen to get to the marketing structures. So here is the marketing course. And again, we're just looking at this level 6 module. So you do your final major project in marketing, if that's the course you're looking at, is a long, thin module. But basically, that's your dissertation. And it works the same as business. It's just one long module rather than 2 modules separated. And again, we'd really recommend that you do a marketing topic for that, because that's specific to the industry you're looking to go into. You also do project management, and that's really vital in marketing to have that underpinning of understanding how to run your client or customer project. Strategic marketing, so that's actually looking, and there's a simulation suite that we have where you actually do practice, where you actually do run through marketing scenarios. So it's really hands-on and real-world learning. You also do direct and digital marketing because they're the 2 main elements of marketing now moving forwards. And then you get to choose an option. So again, you get creative business startup, international marketing, arts and not-for-profit marketing, which is a really interesting one, as so we've seen such a rise in social enterprise, and services marketing. Okay, now we also have a couple of different options where we have marketing with advertising, and you can see they have shared modules, except this first one changes. So you do agency simulation for that. And with our sports structure, again, shared modules, but the change is here, globalization and internationalization of sport business management to contextualize the fact that you're doing marketing with sport. So let me go back to our main slide. So I mentioned that we have lots of support within the course degree teams, but we also have a huge amount of support across the university for you. You'll obviously have contact with your tutors and your course leaders and your level leaders, and we'll have a whole range of employability and business events for you too. We have a really supportive student hub, and they're based in one place. So everything you need, you just go to that hub and they sort everything out for you. We're very lucky to have an amazing library team, and we have a business librarian called Dan Scott, who is not just our librarian, but he has one-to-ones with you around your research too. And we have amazing IT and learning technologists that can help you with anything IT related too. For anybody where they need some extra support with learning, we have our Access Solent team who will work with you. And we also have a wellbeing team, as we know that time is tough at the moment, and they're there to really support you through that final year. We have a chaplaincy who supports a range of faiths, and we're also introduced this year, and that's why I put it in green, guided learning. And that's a whole variety. So that's outside of all those things I've talked about. The university puts on 10 to 12 events every week that you can go along to, and they're based around your development, employability, industry insights, guest speakers, and they're there just free for you as part of the curriculum. And that's been a really fantastic additional offering, and can really, really supplement your final year. So I've already mentioned where our students go, but these are 2 that I always like to highlight to people. So we have Hannah, who is currently the Strategic Partnership Manager at Pinterest, and she was an alumni back in 2021. Sorry, she was Alumni of the Year of 2021. She graduated a couple of years ago, and she's actually now part of that Business Advisory Board. So we're really proud of what Hannah's done. We also have Ben Michaelis, who is the founder and director of Think Engine, which is a digital marketing agency. And he comes in and does lots of talks with our students and takes people on placement and really inspires them. And I think these are 2 really great examples of what can be achieved by studying at Solent. So I suppose just to finish off, the question is really, are you ready to join the Solent Business School? You know, we're going to get you work ready, world ready, and future ready, ready for your future. So if you have any questions, please do feel free to email me on claire.hughes@solent.ac.uk, and I can either answer them myself or send you on to the relevant course leader for the course that you're interested in. Finally, let me come back out here. So you can't actually, you mustn't apply via UCAS for this course. I've put the links in the chat of this, and if you contact me, I can send them to you direct, as we have a link for marketing and we have a link for business management for you to apply to. And you must click onto that if this is something you want to apply for. But please do ask me any questions you have, and if I can't help, I'll find the relevant people. Well, wishing you every success in your studies to date, and we very much hope to see you here at Solent for your final year so we can support you onto that final degree journey. Many thanks.